These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them so you don't lose them next season.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Well, here comes the Bears offense led out by their new man in charge here in 2020. Of course, a former Super Bowl MVP in Nick Foles.
The word contribution gets thrown out all the time around the league, and the Chicago Bears decided that their young quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, he needed some competition himself. They thought he would have entrenched himself as a starter by now, but because he hasn't, they brought in Nick Foles to give him that competition. Foles has a relationship with members of the coaching staff, won a Super Bowl as a starter with Philadelphia. They know what he's capable of. This competition is going to be fun.
12 yards there and a first down.
12. And the Bears first down.
Foles. The screen pass here to Cohen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
To Tariq Cohen.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule, not down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get... Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Foles. And his throw here is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Foles. That is caught by Cohen. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now Wentz. Finding Green complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Wentz.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Wentz. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Bears nothing.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
Falcons field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
It's the score, Falcons 10, Bears nothing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Defense.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
McKinley on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Here's Foles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 96 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 28.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
DeAndre Baker there defensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Number 12, Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Going to let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And that one's complete to Gurley. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Falcons 27, Bears 7.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. 37-27, the final score. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Falcons will extend their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum. See what they have up their sleeve.
Number 3 brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Foles. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
To Jimmy Graham.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Hardman on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup.
Another carry now for Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bears 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bears take over first and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
He'll set up to throw from the gun. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Foles. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. It's complete to Robinson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
The pass on 3rd down. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Bears 7.
Coming out on the field. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Again, they run with Gurley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down by Khalil.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
It's second.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And able to find Green. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.